Have a quick search on the internet, and you'll find that the definition of a ninja refers to someone trained in ancient Japanese martial arts, often employed for reasons of assassination or espionage. In modern-day pop culture, we have seen some of these ninjas serve as bodyguards or cold-blooded killers carrying out the orders of ruthless terrorist organizations determined to rule the world, while others, whose services cannot be bought, act on behalf of more noble and unwaveringly honorable causes. And while the story of these two iconic combatants will be saved for another day, as long as you are a fan of ninjas or simply have an affinity for the color of red and lots of sharp weapons, this video is for you. Stay tuned. Hi everyone, this is Ken with Toy Connections. If you would like to see more figure reviews, figure comparisons, toy histories, collection footage, and toy insights in general, please be sure to hit subscribe, click that notification bell, and press like. Welcome back to the Toy Connections action figure channel, where today's topic is a side-by-side review and comparison of the Marvel Legends Hand Ninja on your left, and seeing how it compares with the G.I. Joe Classified Red Ninja on your right. Here's a close-up of the Hand Ninja in the box before we pop him out, and then again, of the side of the box where you'll see that it is just a standard issue Marvel Legends box, followed by a multilingual bio on the back of the box. Now for a close-up of the classified Red Ninja in the box, and again of the back where we see the standard issue G.I. Joe art montage. I would like to say though that the classified box, the way it's shaped, because it forms a proper rectangle with no top flap, it is easier to stack them on top of each other should you decide to display them in packaging. A look at both of the figures outside of the package, and you'll see that the classified Red Ninja on the right comes with a lot more in the way of accessories. Having said that, you are getting extra value with the Legends Hand Ninja since it does come with the Build-A-Figure Stilt-Man pieces, and the Legends Hand Ninja is also noticeably taller. For the purpose of this video though, we will leave the Stilt-Man pieces out, as the purpose here is to review the Hand Ninja on a comparative basis with the Red Ninja. I have noticed as well though that for the clear stand that comes with this figure, the pegs do not fit the Hand Ninja's footholes and are clearly meant for the Stilt-Man when assembled. A close-up now of the Hand Ninja's accessories, for which you get the open palm style martial arts hands, as well as 2 sickles and a sword. The Red Ninja comes with a surprising amount of accessories, though admittedly they are a repackage from the 00 Snake Eyes that was available as the first classified release on Hasbro Pulse in 2020, so Hasbro already did have these accessories on hand and they're not special to the Red Ninja. You'll see that he has a pair of scythes at the bottom, a pair of axes on the right, a pair of sickles on the left similar to the Legends Hand Ninja, as well as the long and mid-length bladed weapons. He also has a red sheath of sorts that you can tab onto his back like a backpack. Here's a close-up now of the Legends Hand Ninja, and it does bear good semblance to the traditional ninja look that we have gotten used to in modern pop culture times. At least, that's how I feel when I'm envisioning him and a group of these guys fighting with Daredevil or Iron Fist. Now here's a look at the Red Ninja, and compared to his comic look, he seems quite different. He also seems quite different from his 1993 O-Ring figure, so they did attempt some improvisation of this figure with the armor on his shoulders and the chest, as well as a different face and head detail. Having said that, the Red Ninja wasn't used nearly as frequently in the G.I. Joe lore compared to how the Hand Ninja was used in the Marvel lore, so I somewhat understand that designers went back and made changes for the purpose of the classified line. However, because of that reason, I don't have an immediate connection to him, and I did take a bit more time to warm up to this particular figure. So let's take a look at the Hand Ninja's articulation. He has the standard head movement, forward and back, as well as side to side. He can move the torso here, as you can see, left and right as well. And he's got full shoulder rotation, which I'll show you right here. You got the bicep swivel. You got double jointed elbows, albeit it takes a bit of effort to move them. He's a bit stiff. You got the wrist movement. The legs can come out, but again, a little stiff. Legs can kind of come out this way. You've got the thigh cut. You got double jointed knees. Again, he's pretty stiff. You got the boot cut, and you've got the ankle rotation. So he's a bit stiff, so you got to work him a little bit, but overall, that's the articulation for the Marvel Hand Ninja. Very similar articulation for the Red Ninja. You've got the head here on the ball joint. You've got the torso that moves this way as well as this way. Then you've got the shoulders, which can rotate. Again, the same bicep cut. Double jointed elbows, but this one moves more freely than the Hand Ninja. So you can move the wrists as you saw there. The legs come all the way out, almost all the way out this way. You've got the Kind of stiff, but not as much as the hand ninja. You got double jointed knees. You got the boot cut here. You got the thigh cut at the top. You got the ankle rotation. So yeah, overall very similar. Albeit he's a bit looser. I won't say he's a loose figure, but he's a bit looser than the hand ninja. Now here's a look at the hand ninja all geared up. I do like this look as it's pretty much what you would expect out of a standard ninja dressed up in red. And a look from the side here, if you're a fan of less is more, then you'd say that, you know, he has only 3 weapons, so that's great if that's what you like. And here's another look from the back. As for the Red Ninja and his more unique look for the classified line, he does look quite a bit more armored up and padded up than the standard looking Hand Ninja, so I imagine he won't be able to move as freely in mid-combat if I'm using my mind's imagination. A look from the back, and here's where I felt Hasbro did a very good job. You can see that there's a place to put every single one of his weapons without storing them elsewhere, so if you're a fan of more is more rather than the less is more approach, this is totally a plus. Mind you, as I said earlier, from a practicality standpoint, it can be quite difficult for him to move freely compared to the Hand Ninja in combat. And as I look here from the side, his sword sheathes in quite nicely, but it looks like it gets in the way of his right arm if you try to pose it, so at least it looks cool aesthetically, if I can say anything about that. So here's a look with both figures with the Marvel Legends figures of Cyclops and Jean, and while I do like my ninjas to be smaller to be convincing enough for swift movements, I have to admit that the Marvel Hand Ninja looks better overall with the Marvel Legends line, and if you were to try to stick the classified Red Ninja into this line on a crossover basis, well, for one thing, he's got the Cobra logo on his head, but he also has a look like he's got a bit more of a specialized look in combat rather than the traditional ninja look, so I'd say it's an okay fit, but by no means perfect. And now look at both figures with the G.I. Joe classified line compared to Baroness and Flint. And in my opinion, for what it's worth, the Red Ninja fits better aesthetically. Go figure, a classified figure fits better with the classified line, and a Marvel Legends figure fits better with the Marvel Legends line. Maybe I'm just stating the obvious, but they're all kind of figures to the same scale, so I thought it was worth a look. Now, I will add that the flexibility of the Hand Ninja's generic look does allow him to be part of this classified line with minimal imagination. I've seen people say that they use the Marvel Hand Ninja as a standard G.I. Joe ninja and the Red Ninja as a officer of some sort, and I personally like that suggestion. So I think that the Hand Ninja is a better crossover figure for both lines. That's really what I'm trying to get at. So in closing, what are my final remarks? Honestly, the more traditional nature of the Marvel Legends Hand Ninja, as I've been stating all along throughout this comparison and review, is a better fit for overall display purposes. I can see it being deployed in large numbers, blend in with a generic ninja shelf, and as you can see, looks good across multiple toy lines. Having said that, my figure in particular came kind of stiff, and I had to really work his joints to get him to kind of work right, at least when I took him out of the box, and it isn't quite as free moving as I expected, and which I can't seem to understand why that doesn't seem to be the case for other Marvel Legends figures I own, but that's what I got. Now, the Red Ninja for Classified is a figure that I did have to warm up to. I wasn't going to get it, but I figured I'd buy it and decide later if I wanted to keep it, but admittedly, it's a better figure in hand than it was in the photos. As you can see when I went over the articulation, he's easier to pose than the Marvel Hand Ninja, and because of this specialized look, I will always associate it with the early G.I. Joe classified figures. And with the Cobra logo on his forehead, I don't see myself putting it with other toy lines, as it makes it less flexible from that perspective. Though, if you are a customizer, or even if you're not a customizer, you can easily paint over the Cobra logo. So between the two, I actually do like the Red Ninja from Classified better just because of this specialized look, and I would sooner keep it over the Hand Ninja. So to me, that's the winner by just a hair, but that's just my thinking as of the time that I made this video. In the end, whether you choose to buy one or both of these figures, I'll say that you do have two solid, albeit not perfect choices. I do recommend them, but I don't love either one enough to pay super high aftermarket inflated prices if it came down to it, but that's just me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you did, please check out my other videos here. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Toy Connections, spelled all one word, and I will see you again soon with some more of my favorite toys. Take care.